Good morning, possums. Finally, I'm back. Been a bit flat and not with it of late, but and not to mention running around with like a chook without its head on. But we're coming to the still time. I promise I will honestly make sure I get your readings up and sorted in the new year, okay? If I don't, you can smack me. Okay, let's have a look what's happening in our Capricorn world. Capricorn world, well, look, you've got as far as you can go, so you might as well jump in and start a whole new process. If there's a time to start new trends, new ideas, new directions, it's like you might as well be the one to be the leader as well as the follower. This is your time to actually let it be known what you're capable of, what you can do, and where this can take you. Why? Well, 'cause you can, hun, 'cause you can. It's as simple and as easy as that. You know, there's an old saying, dare to be different. This is your time to dare to be different, to strut your stuff, to put it out there, and to basically go, hey, look at me, I can do this. This is a great time to be alive for Capricorns. Let's see where the Aquarian situation stands. Is that sigh of relief. Yes, you're running around frantic, and yes, you'll probably spend more cash than you've got. But, I mean, it's what you do. Most of us do at this time of the year. But Aquarians more so. Aquarians, this is about thinking with your heart and not with your head. You know, your head will tell you, oh, I've got to do this wondrous big thing, and I've got to spend this much cash, and it's got to look good, and it's got to be this, and it's got to be that. Listen to your heart when you're thinking of a person to gift buy for. Your heart will lead you in the right direction, and very often it's your heart direction that is more important, and the heart connection that the people around you are looking for. This is time to just for you to chill, sit back and listen with your heart. You know, no good running around the latest this, the latest that. It's about heart time. It's about remembering where you come from, where this person you're working for or looking for or gifts for comes from. It's like think with your heart, darling. Shut the door on the head, okay? Aries. Yes, you're moving forward, and yes, it's a two-edged sword. Can you fall on your face? Yeah, of course you can. If you want it. Are you gonna? Well, it's really up to you. Right now, everything's in your hands. The decisions and the choices that you make right now have got this huge ripple effect onto the future, onto maybe up to 5 years from now. So this is a time for you to really look at what you want, really look at where you want to be, how you want things to work in your world, and make the changes. There's no good sitting around going, oh, poor me, this is not a victim time, darling. If you move into that mode, then you're going to stay here, okay? If you move into the I can mode, hey, look out, lots of good things. Everything's going to start roller coasting and moving forward. This is a time when you really need to put your mark on things, stamp it with your name. I can do it, this is mine, bang. And then process doing things, step by step. Pardon me. Let's see what our beloved little Pisceans are doing. Oh, Piscean, it's about home, it's about family, it's about the hearth and the home. Do you know sometimes the hearth and the home is not always sunshine and roses. It's not always gentle, it's not always good, it's not always loving. And sometimes, like now, you have to do the tough loving. And for Pisceans, tough loving is a difficult one. I'm not saying shut the door on people. I'm saying allow them to stand up for themselves. Let them fall down 7 times and get up 8. This is a feeling that you've done all that you can, that you've lifted everybody up, that you've put everything into a space, and now you've got to sit back and let them step up a mark, let them step up to the plate and do what's good for them. But it's also about spending time with family, family of origin, family of the heart, You know, we don't all get along with everybody in the same tribe we're born into. Some of us have, very few of us have that blessing. Some of us have to learn the adaptations, and this is where you're at right now. But don't be a crutch for anybody at this stage, because you will do them more harm than good. Yes, short term it's going to look like, oh, but long term, if you pick somebody up here, you're only propping them up. If you don't pick them up when they're here, they will pick themselves up and start to climb that ladder until they're back on top, okay? Taurus. Oh dear, Taurus. You're not nowhere near as bad off as you think. Some Taurians at this stage will feel the world is against them, while others will feel like, hey, look out, the world is my oyster. This is how you view things. You've got a choice in how you view what is happening to you and how you view what is happening around you and in the world connected to you. This is a choice situation. You're at a crossroads now, and it's, you know, you can go, you know what? Nothing matters, because I can do what I need to do. I've got the strength, the courage, the knowledge. I can do it. Or you can sit in the corner and go, everybody's picking on me, nobody's helping me, nobody's doing this, nobody's doing that. Well, hun, nobody's going to do it till you do it yourself. This is like face reality, smack in the gob time. And it's like, you have to do things. You can't keep expecting the world not to work with you if you're not working for you. Now, on the other hand, there's that Taurus energy where they're like, boom, putting it out there, going and getting it. You just keep that up, hun, and you'll do just fine. Gemini. Do you need to sit in judgment on others? No. Do you need to sit in judgment on yourself? No. Do you need to allow others to sit in judgment on you? No. This is about knowing your inner strength. This, Gemini, is a time to stand strong for what you believe in, but also to wrap yourself in your own serenity, in your own peace of mind. Hold your strength before you. Don't let down your guards. Don't let people convince you to go against what you know in your heart is right for you. This is about standing your ground and seeing it through. And then building on that situation. That's a cloud gone over the skylight, darlings. It'll come sunny again in a minute. This is about building on what you know. It's also about being still for now. Looking at what you know. Because what you know is going to bring back the tomorrow. Okay? Cancerians, the wheel is about to turn. And whoosh, it's a ripper. So it's like, hang on for the ride time here. There's so much change and so much energy swirling around this whole Cancerian thing at the moment that you've got to go, wow. And then decide where you want it to take you. This is your ticket, hun. This time level between now and March is your ticket. Only you can decide your destination. But it's like, get in there, get things moving, get it started. The energy flow is like moving very fast. It's moving with you. However, if you tend to go backwards, things will churn backwards. You hear what I'm saying? This is your time to buy that ticket to wherever you want to be, whether it's emotionally, physically, spiritually, career-wise, whatever. This is your time to put things into action and get it all moving. Now let's see what our Leos have for us. God bless their little souls. Oh, it's a bit of a struggle, hun. But you know what you've got to ask yourself is, are you making this more of a struggle than it need be? Are you buying into other people's struggles? You don't need other people's struggles. You got enough drama of your own. And those around you are more than capable of creating more drama than you can ever cope with, darling. So you look, it's like, yeah, although it's a few struggles, what you've got to look at is the new shoots, the new beginnings. That yes, you're beginning to see light at the end of some tunnels. Yes, you're beginning to move ahead. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can hold your own. And you know, in a lot of situations in life, holding your own is the important thing. Because if you can hold your own, you can defend what you've got and you can grow. You can advance. But you can't advance if you run and hid. So it's like, you're going to be okay. There's new things coming, new directions. But there's also a lot of new friendships around, okay? But don't fight them off, hun. Don't fight. And don't fight your emotions at this time. If it's telling you you need to go there, even if it didn't work in the past, too bad, too sad. Get it out of your system. Go back there and sort it out. Okay? Virgo. Oh, Virgo, there's lots of tears and heartache around you at the moment. But do you need to buy into it? Do you need to carry someone else's heartache? Yeah, sometimes we do, hun. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we have to open our hearts to share that load. And sometimes if a load is shared, it's not so heavy on one heart. This does not mean at this time that your world's crumbling or it's falling apart. It means this is a time when you're very strong in empathy, when you're very strongly connected to the emotions that's happening around you. It does mean there's some sadness. But if we don't have sadness, how are we going to recognize joy? Or, yeah, we'll recognize joy, but how are we going to have that value to it? This is also about letting go of past sadness. It's about dealing with issues that were distressing, that caused heartache and sadness in the past. Do you need to bring it through to the now? This is the question only you can answer, hon. No one else has it. Only you has this answer. Can you let it go? Can you stand away from what happened in the past and move into a peaceful relationship in the future? Not the same relationship, a peaceful relationship. Can you be big enough to go, hey, it doesn't matter? Okay? Now I keep getting this bit of hair that's irritating the heck out of my eye. I'll have to snip it off. The hairdresser will love me, I'm sure. Librans. Libran, it's all about home and it's all about family. Now, it's all about where you want to be. It's all about where you are. You're in process at the moment. It's like you're in a bit of a limbo here as far as this whole home and family situation is concerned. There are decisions around that are not yet made. There are decisions being made that haven't got a bat in hell's chance of survival. This is about being still. It's about enjoying what you have. It's about reality check. It's about coming to terms with where things are, where you are, what you really want your life to bring you. It's also about reunions and resharing and all those little things that go with family, the annoying crap as well, I might add. But it's all about opening your heart. It's all about making peace. It's about the peace offering. It's about reaching out. It's about opening doors. But it's also about understanding, because you're opening that door doesn't mean that you're agreeing to someone else's judgment or someone else's choices. You're just opening the door so that the family connection is there. You're just saying, look, I mightn't agree with you, hon, but I'm here. This is where you're at right now. And it's about you, many of you are looking at where you're actually physically going to live and how things are going to work out in that direction. Just process the whole thing slowly, hun. You're rushing in and you know where angels fear to tread. This is not a time to panic. Okay? Okay, let's have a look what's happening to Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Ah, yeah, the pregnancy before the delivery. It's like everything's on hold. It's like you're waiting with your breath held, like, oh my God, what's happening? When is it? I've put all this time, energy, work, la da da, whatever into this. It's like, when is it going to come? Well, darling, it takes a 9-month gestation from planting to production of a baby. You're in your pregnancy stage, if you know what I'm saying. Everything is there. You've put the time, you've put the effort, you've got everything in process. It's in motion, but it's got to take time to come through. Now, time frames differ. We cannot put a magic time frame on some things because they just do what they got to do and do it in their own space and time. What's happening now is you've got to learn a little patience. We're not happy with that one, are we, Chuck? No, I don't think so. It's like a little bit of patience. It's like enjoy the gestation, enjoy the pregnancy, enjoy the growth, enjoy counting the little bits, the steps that are bringing you towards the fruition when what you're working for comes into being. It's like, don't race ahead to the front. Enjoy what's here now. Okay, let's see our Sagittarius. Sag, yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle there, and there are still some difficult times ahead of you. For some Sagittarius, this is a very emotional time. It's a time of sadness. It's a time of dealing with loss. And that stiff upper lip that Sag puts in there, or that devil may care playful attitude, doesn't deal with loss. They bury it inside. It's about being triumphant, darling. It's about understanding who you are. It's about looking back on the last couple of years and seeing how far you've come. This is your time to actually go, wow, look what I've done. Yeah, look what I've done. It's time to strut your stuff, darling. But it's also time to be gentle on yourself. You know, that soldier on attitude is fine. But there needs to be a time in between all soldiering on when you give yourself time to heal, when you give yourself time to breathe, when you give yourself time to come to terms with things that are happening in your life. Okay, guys, I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Take care.